In the annals of African history, the Songhai Empire stands as a testament to the grandeur and resilience of West Africa civilizations. Spanning the 15th to the 16th century, the empire emerged as a dominant force, weaving a rich tapestry of culture, trade, and military might. Rooted in the fertile lands surrounding the Niger River, the Songhai Empire's rise to power, its zenith under the leadership of Askia the Great, and its eventual decline are chapters that illuminate the complexities of West African history. The Songhai Empire, a monumental force in West African history, found its roots in a geographical setting of profound significance. Nestled along the winding course of the Niger River, the empire's territory stretched across the Sahel and Sudan regions, creating a fertile expanse that would become the stage for its rise to prominence. The Niger River, a sprawling watercourse meandering through the heart of West Africa, served as both the lifeblood and geographical anchor for the Songhai Empire. Its waters not only sustained the agricultural activities along its banks but also facilitated trade and communication. The strategic positioning along this river allowed the Songhai people to harness its resources for economic and strategic advantage. The Songhai Empire's heartland lay within the transition zone between the Sahel and Sudan regions. This geographical placement endowed the empire with a diversity of ecosystems, from the semi-arid Sahel to the more fertile Sudan. Such ecological diversity contributed to the empire's economic prosperity, supporting agriculture, pastoralism, and trade. Central to the geographical context of the Songhai Empire were its key urban centers. Gao, situated on the eastern bend of the Niger River, served as a vital hub for trade and administration. To the west, Timbuktu emerged not only as an economic powerhouse but also as a renowned center of learning and culture, solidifying its place in history as one of the great cities of the medieval world. The Songhai Empire's location along the trans-Saharan trade routes was a pivotal factor in its economic success. Serving as a conduit for the exchange of goods between North Africa and Sub-Saharan Africa, these trade routes brought gold, salt, ivory, and other commodities into the empire, fostering economic prosperity and cultural exchange. While the geography of the Songhai Empire provided numerous advantages, it also presented challenges. The variability in climate, from the arid Sahel to the more temperate Sudan, necessitated adaptability in agricultural practices. Additionally, the vast expanse of territory posed governance challenges, requiring effective administration to maintain cohesion. In understanding the Songhai Empire, one must appreciate the intricate interplay between geography and the empire's historical trajectory. The Niger River, the Sahel and Sudan regions, urban centers like Gao and Timbuktu, and the trans-Saharan trade routes collectively shaped the geographical context that became the canvas upon which the empire painted its remarkable story. The rise of the Songhai Empire was a saga of strategic brilliance, military might, and the astute leadership that propelled a burgeoning kingdom into the annals of West African history. Emerging from the remnants of the Mali Empire, the Songhai people, under the visionary rule of leaders like Sunni Ali Bir, embarked on a journey that would see them transform into a dominant force in the region. The foundations of the Songhai Empire were laid amidst the fading glory of the Mali Empire. As Mali succumbed to internal strife and external pressures, the Songhai people, originally part of the Malinke ethnic group, seized the opportunity to assert their dominance. The vacuum left by Mali's decline became the fertile ground upon which the seeds of the Songhai Empire would sprout. At the forefront of the Songhai Empire's rise stood Sunni Ali Bir, a figure of military genius and strategic acumen. Ascending to power in the late 15th century, Sunni Ali embarked on a series of conquests that would redefine the geopolitical landscape of West Africa. His military campaigns were marked by swift and decisive victories, as he expanded the empire's borders through the subjugation of rival states. Sunni Ali's military strategy was characterized by innovation and adaptability. His forces, comprising cavalry, infantry, and a formidable navy on the Niger River, showcased a level of military sophistication that set the Songhai Empire apart. The ability to navigate both land and waterways allowed the empire to exert control over vast territories. Central to Sunni Ali's conquests was the city of Gao, which became the capital of the emerging empire. Gao's strategic position on the eastern bend of the Niger River solidified its importance as an economic and administrative center. Sunni Ali's audacious capture of Timbuktu in 1468, a renowned center of trade and learning, further elevated the status of the Songhai Empire and symbolized its ascendancy. With each victorious campaign, Sunni Ali consolidated his power and authority. His reign was not only characterized by military conquests but also by a shrewd understanding of governance. The assimilation of diverse ethnic groups into the empire, coupled with a pragmatic approach to administration, contributed to the cohesion of the burgeoning Songhai state. Sunni Ali Burr's legacy extends beyond his military conquests. His rule marked the beginning of the Songhai Empire's ascendancy to regional dominance. Sunni Ali's strategic vision laid the groundwork for future leaders, setting the stage for the empire's zenith under Askia the Great. The rise of the Songhai Empire, guided by the military prowess and visionary leadership of figures like Sunni Ali Bir, was a transformative period that saw the once marginalized kingdom evolve into a formidable force in West Africa. As the empire expanded its borders, it laid the foundation for a cultural, economic, and political legacy that would endure for centuries. The military prowess of the Songhai Empire stands as a testament to strategic brilliance, innovative tactics, and a formidable force that not only defended its borders but also expanded them across the Sahel and Sudan regions. At the heart of this military might was a series of visionary leaders, including Sunni Ali Bir, whose innovative approaches shaped the Songhai military into a force that left an indelible mark on the history of West Africa. Central to the military success of the Songhai Empire was Sunni Ali Bir, a ruler whose strategic genius and audacious military campaigns defined an era. His reign in the late 15th century marked a period of unprecedented expansion as Sunni Ali employed a combination of conventional and unconventional tactics to conquer rival states and assert Songhai dominance. One of Sunni Ali's most innovative military strategies was the establishment of a formidable navy on the Niger River. This riverine force allowed the Songhai Empire to control crucial trade routes, outmaneuver adversaries, and project power deep into the interior. The combination of land and naval forces made the Songhai military a versatile and formidable entity, showcasing an adaptability that set it apart. On land, the Songhai military boasted a well-trained and disciplined cavalry, capable of swift maneuvers across the varied terrain of the Sahel and Sudan regions. The infantry, armed with a range of weapons including spears and bows, complemented the cavalry, creating a balanced and formidable ground force. This combined arms approach allowed the Songhai military to face diverse challenges on the battlefield. The military campaigns of the Songhai Empire reached their zenith with the capture of key cities. The audacious conquest of Timbuktu in 1468 not only showcased the military prowess of Sunni Ali but also symbolized the empire's ability to control significant cultural and economic centers. Gao, situated strategically on the Niger River, served as the capital and a vital military stronghold, further solidifying Songhai dominance. The military legacy of the Songhai Empire was not confined to Sunni Ali's era. Under the rule of Askia the Great, Askia Muhammad I, the military apparatus was refined and strengthened. Askia's reign, often considered the golden age of the empire, witnessed the consolidation of military might and a commitment to maintaining the Songhai military as a force to be reckoned with. The military prowess of the Songhai Empire left an enduring legacy. The innovative use of a navy, a well-coordinated combination of cavalry and infantry, and the audacity to conquer key cities were hallmarks of a military machine that shaped the destiny of West Africa. The Songhai military not only defended the empire's borders but also projected its influence far beyond, leaving an indelible mark on the geopolitical landscape. The cultural landscape of the Songhai Empire stands as a vibrant tapestry woven with the threads of intellectual pursuits, artistic expression, and religious tolerance. At the heart of this cultural flourishing was the legendary city of Timbuktu, a beacon of learning that attracted scholars, traders, and artists from across the Islamic world. The Songhai Empire's commitment to education, cultural exchange, and the preservation of knowledge left an indelible mark on the history of West Africa. Timbuktu, situated on the southern edge of the Sahara Desert, emerged as a cultural and intellectual epicenter during the height of the Songhai Empire. The city's prominence was not merely geographical. It was a testament to the empire's commitment to fostering knowledge and exchange. Timbuktu became synonymous with learning, drawing scholars, poets, and traders from far and wide. One of the crowning achievements of the Songhai Empire was the establishment of renowned centers of learning in Timbuktu. The city boasted universities and libraries that rivaled those of medieval Europe. These institutions were not only repositories of knowledge but also vibrant hubs where scholars engaged in debates, conducted research, and preserved manuscripts. Timbuktu's libraries became guardians of a vast treasure trove of manuscripts, covering diverse subjects such as mathematics, astronomy, medicine, and theology. The scholars of Timbuktu played a crucial role in the preservation and dissemination of knowledge, contributing to the intellectual heritage not only of the Songhai Empire but of the broader Islamic world. Cultural flourishing in the Songhai Empire was not confined to the realm of knowledge alone. The empire's commitment to Islam was reflected in the construction of grand mosques and madrasas. These architectural marvels not only served as places of worship and learning but also as symbols of the empire's cultural and religious identity. While Islam played a central role in the cultural fabric of the Songhai Empire, the rulers demonstrated a remarkable degree of religious tolerance. The empire embraced a diversity of religious and cultural practices, allowing for the coexistence of different faiths. This inclusive approach contributed to the cultural richness and harmony within the empire. The economic prosperity of the Songhai Empire played a pivotal role in fostering artistic expression. The wealth generated from trans-Saharan trade supported the patronage of the arts, including intricate craftsmanship, vibrant textiles, and decorative arts. The cultural vibrancy of the empire was not confined to scholarly pursuits but extended to all facets of life. The cultural flourishing of the Songhai Empire, particularly in Timbuktu, left an enduring legacy. The intellectual achievements, religious tolerance, and artistic expressions of the empire continue to be celebrated as integral components of West African heritage. Timbuktu, once a cultural jewel of the Songhai Empire, remains a symbol of the region's rich history and the enduring pursuit of knowledge. The economic prosperity of the Songhai Empire was not merely a consequence of geographical fortune but a deliberate and skillful navigation of the trans-Saharan trade routes. Fueled by the exchange of coveted commodities such as gold, salt, ivory, and slaves, the empire thrived as a bustling economic hub. This prosperity, intricately woven into the fabric of Songhai society, manifested in urban development, architectural marvels, and the patronage of the arts. The strategic location of the Songhai Empire along the trans-Saharan trade routes was a pivotal factor in its economic success. These ancient trade routes connected the North African regions with sub-Saharan Africa, facilitating the exchange of goods and ideas. The Songhai Empire, situated at the crossroads of these routes, became a nexus for commerce and cultural interchange. At the heart of the Songhai Empire's economic prosperity was the trade in gold and salt. The empire's control over gold mines, particularly in the Bambuk and Bur regions, allowed it to amass significant wealth. Salt, a precious commodity in the arid Sahel, was equally sought after. The exchange of these commodities formed the economic backbone of the empire. The economic prosperity of the Songhai Empire manifested in the development of thriving urban centers. Gao, Timbuktu, and other key cities bustled with commercial activity. Markets teemed with merchants haggling over goods, and the cosmopolitan atmosphere reflected the diversity of people and cultures engaged in trade. Timbuktu, in particular, played a central role in the economic prosperity of the Songhai Empire. As a major trade and learning center, the city attracted traders, scholars, and artisans from across the Islamic world. The economic wealth generated by trans-Saharan trade facilitated the construction of grand mosques, universities, and libraries, solidifying Timbuktu's status as a symbol of the empire's affluence. While trade was a primary driver of economic prosperity, the Songhai Empire also benefited from agricultural activities. The fertile lands along the Niger River supported the cultivation of crops, sustaining a population that was not only engaged in trade but also in agricultural pursuits. The economic prosperity of the Songhai Empire found expression in the construction of impressive architectural marvels. Palaces, mosques, and other monumental structures showcased the wealth and sophistication of the empire. These buildings stood as tangible symbols of the economic success that allowed the empire to invest in grandeur. The economic affluence of the Songhai Empire was not solely directed towards trade and infrastructure. The wealth generated also fueled the patronage of the arts. Artists and craftsmen flourished under the empire's support, producing intricate textiles, pottery, and other artifacts that reflected the cultural richness of Songhai society. Despite its economic prosperity, the Songhai Empire faced internal challenges, including issues of succession and governance, which contributed to its eventual decline. External factors, such as the encroachment of European powers and internal revolts, further strained the empire's economic stability. The economic prosperity of the Songhai Empire left an enduring legacy. The trans-Saharan trade routes, once traversed by camel caravans laden with goods, are a testament to the empire's economic acumen. The urban centers, architectural wonders, and artistic achievements stand as tangible reminders of a bygone era when the Songhai Empire stood at the zenith of economic prowess in West Africa. The Songhai Empire's religious and governance systems were intricately interwoven, creating a harmonious tapestry that defined the empire's identity. Rooted in Islam, the rulers of the Songhai Empire navigated the delicate balance between religious principles and the practicalities of governance. This synthesis of faith and political structure shaped the empire's legal system, cultural identity, and the enduring legacy of religious tolerance. Islam played a central role in the cultural and spiritual identity of the Songhai Empire. The rulers of the empire embraced Islam, and its principles influenced various facets of society. From the legal system to educational institutions, Islamic ideals became integral to the governance and cultural fabric of the empire. The legal system of the Songhai Empire was deeply influenced by Islamic law, or Sharia. The rulers sought to govern with justice and equity, drawing on Islamic principles to guide legal decisions. Islamic courts administered justice, ensuring that the legal framework was in alignment with religious precepts. One of the remarkable features of the Songhai Empire was its commitment to religious tolerance. While Islam was the dominant faith, the empire accommodated a diverse array of religious practices. Traditional African religions, as well as other faiths, coexisted within the empire, fostering an atmosphere of religious harmony. The governance structure of the Songhai Empire was built upon Islamic principles of leadership and administration. Rulers, including Sunni Ali Bir and Askia the Great, sought to govern with wisdom and justice, drawing inspiration from the teachings of Islam. The empire's expansive bureaucracy, including positions like qadis, judges, and viziers, reflected a commitment to effective governance. Askia the Great, Askia Muhammad I, who ruled during the golden age of the Songhai Empire, further solidified the connection between religion and governance. His pilgrimage to Mecca not only demonstrated his commitment to Islam but also strengthened ties with the wider Islamic world. Askia's reign exemplified the synthesis of spiritual leadership and effective governance. Timbuktu, a cultural and intellectual hub within the Songhai Empire, emerged as a center for Islamic scholarship. Scholars flocked to the city, contributing to its reputation as a beacon of learning in the Islamic world. The libraries and universities of Timbuktu housed a wealth of manuscripts, preserving Islamic knowledge and facilitating its dissemination. The economic prosperity of the Songhai Empire played a crucial role in supporting religious institutions. Wealth generated from trade and agriculture was often used for the construction of mosques, madrasas, and other religious structures. This patronage contributed to the flourishing of Islamic culture and scholarship. The decline of the Songhai Empire was influenced by internal strife, external pressures, and shifts in the balance of power. As the empire weakened, so did its ability to maintain the delicate equilibrium between religion and governance. The fragmentation that followed saw the diminishing influence of the once mighty Songhai Empire. The legacy of the Songhai Empire's religious and governance systems endures in the annals of West African history. The synthesis of Islam with local governance structures, the commitment to justice, and the promotion of religious tolerance all contribute to a legacy that extends beyond the empire's zenith. The Songhai Empire remains a testament to the intricate relationship between faith and governance in shaping the destiny of a civilization. The zenith of the Songhai Empire reached its pinnacle under the rule of Askia the Great, a period that marked the golden age of this formidable West African civilization. Askia Muhammad I, a visionary leader and devout Muslim, not only expanded the empire's borders but also fostered stability, economic prosperity, and cultural achievements. This era stands as a testament to the heights a cohesive and enlightened leadership can take a civilization. Askia the Great rose to power in 1493, succeeding Sunni Ali Bir. His ascension marked a significant shift in the trajectory of the Songhai Empire. Unlike his predecessor, Askia was not only a military strategist but also a devout Muslim, and he aimed to strengthen the Islamic identity of the empire. One of the defining moments of Askia's reign was his pilgrimage to Mecca, a journey that underscored his commitment to Islam and strengthened the Songhai Empire's ties with the broader Islamic world. This pilgrimage not only enhanced Askia's legitimacy as a ruler but also demonstrated the empire's global significance. Askia the Great implemented a series of administrative reforms that solidified his reputation as a wise and just ruler. He established a more efficient bureaucracy, appointed judges, and created a system of provincial administrators. These reforms contributed to the empire's internal cohesion and effective governance. Under Askia's rule, the economic prosperity of the Songhai Empire reached new heights. The trans-Saharan trade routes flourished, bringing wealth and diverse goods into the empire. Timbuktu, a cultural and economic center, experienced a renaissance, attracting scholars, traders, and artisans from across the Islamic world. Askia the Great's commitment to Islam extended to the realm of education and scholarship. Timbuktu, already a renowned center of learning, flourished under Askia's patronage. Libraries and universities attracted scholars and became repositories of knowledge, further solidifying the city's reputation as a beacon of intellectual enlightenment. While Askia the Great is often celebrated for his administrative and cultural contributions, he did not neglect the military strength of the empire. He expanded Songhai's borders through military conquests, adding territories to the west and south. This expansion not only showcased the military might of the empire but also secured crucial trade routes. The golden age of the Songhai Empire was marked by a cultural renaissance that transcended the realms of scholarship and trade. Art and architecture flourished, with the economic prosperity of the empire providing the resources for the construction of grand mosques, palaces, and other architectural marvels. The decline of the Songhai Empire, despite the achievements of Askia the Great, was inevitable. Internal power struggles, external pressures, and a changing geopolitical landscape led to the empire's fragmentation. Nevertheless, Askia's legacy endures as a symbol of enlightened leadership and the heights to which a united and visionary ruler can elevate a civilization. The zenith of the Songhai Empire, particularly under Askia the Great, remains a beacon in West African history. It was a period when military strength, economic prosperity, cultural achievements, and religious devotion converged to create a flourishing civilization. The legacy of this golden age resonates in the echoes of Timbuktu's intellectual heritage and the enduring impact of Askia's enlightened rule. The decline and fall of the Songhai Empire marked the end of a remarkable chapter in West African history. Despite reaching unprecedented heights under leaders like Askia the Great, internal strife, external pressures, and a changing global landscape precipitated the unraveling of this once mighty empire. The decline and fall of the Songhai Empire marked the end of a significant era in West African history. While the empire faced external pressures and internal challenges, its enduring legacy is not solely defined by its collapse. The intellectual heritage of Timbuktu, the economic prosperity that once flowed through trans-Saharan trade, and the cultural richness of the empire continue to influence the narrative of West Africa. The decline of the Songhai Empire offers valuable lessons about the challenges faced by complex civilizations. Issues of succession, internal dissent, external pressures, and the impact of changing global dynamics all played a role in the empire's unraveling. As with many historical empires, the Songhai experience highlights the delicate balance required for the sustenance of large and diverse states. The story of the Songhai Empire is a captivating journey through the complexities of West African history, from its humble beginnings to its zenith and eventual decline. As we navigate the annals of this once mighty civilization, several key themes emerge, illustrating the empire's profound impact on the region and its enduring legacy. As we reflect on the rise, zenith, and decline of the Songhai Empire, we gain not only a deeper understanding of West African history but also insights into the broader themes of human civilization, its triumphs, challenges, and the enduring echoes that resonate across time.